Hi friends, welcome to this video on section 195 TDS on non-resident payment in relation to online advertisement. With the advent of business on internet, online advertisement was a natural progression of new age marketing. Many companies who provide services of online advertisement are outside India. Payments made outside India are subject to section 195 of the IT Act for tax deduction at source. Yahoo India case held by ITAT Mumbai has very good reasoning of the provisions of section 195 for online advertising. Please like the video and subscribe the channel. Assassi Company in the present case is a fully owned subsidiary of Yahoo Inc. USA, which is engaged in the business of providing customer services such as search engine, content and information on wide spectrum of topics, email, chat, etc. It filed the return of income for the year under consideration on 30th October 2004, declaring total income of nil after adjusting the brought forward losses to the extent of 3 crore 91 lakhs. During the course of assessment proceedings, it was noticed by the AO that the assessee has made a payment of 34,86,947 to Yahoo Holdings Hong Kong Limited, being cost of services or research, material, advertisement media. Yahoo Holdings Hong Kong Limited is engaged in the business of providing internet services, technological tools and marketing solutions for business to customers in Hong Kong. It provides banner advertisement and microsite hosting services on the Yahoo Hong Kong portal. The banner advertisement is also known as web banner, which is a form of advertisement on the World Wide Web. This form of online advertising entails embedding an advertisement into a web page. During the year under consideration, the Department of Tourism of India, through an advertisement agency Media Turf Worldwide, intended to display a banner advertisement during the period from 18th Feb 2004 to 15th March 2004 on the portal owned by Yahoo Holdings Hong Kong Limited. For this purpose, it hired the services of the assessee company to approach Yahoo Holdings Hong Kong Limited to provide uploading and display services for hosting the banner advertisement at Yahoo Hong Kong portal. Accordingly, the assessee company entered into a contract in the form of media insertion order for display of impressions with the Department of Tourism. The total consideration for this was agreed at 65,11,000, out of which assessee company agreed for granting agency discount to Media Turf of 25%. The assessee company in turn hired the services of Yahoo Holdings Hong Kong Limited for uploading and display of banner advertisement on its portal, and the consideration for the said service was agreed at 75,464 US dollars, equivalent to Indian rupees 34,86,000. The said payment to Yahoo Holdings Hong Kong Limited was made by the assessee during the year under consideration without deducting tax at source. The stand of the assessee as taken before the AO was that since the services or operations performed by Yahoo Holdings Hong Kong Limited were entirely outside India, and since Yahoo Holdings Hong Kong Limited had no presence in India, the amount paid to them for the services rendered outside India was not taxable in India, and no tax, therefore, was required to be deducted at source from the payment of the said amount. According to the assessing officer, the income attributable to the services claimed to be rendered outside India had accrued in India as per the provisions of Section 9, and the same being taxable in India, the assessee was required to deduct tax at source before remitting the said amount to Yahoo Holdings Hong Kong Limited. Since no such tax was deducted by assessee company from the payment remitted to Yahoo Holdings Hong Kong Limited, the deduction claimed by the assessee on account of the said payment was disallowed by the assessing officer by invoking the provisions of Section 40, Clause A. The disallowance made by the assessing officer under Section 40, Clause A, inter alia, was challenged by the assessee in appeal filed before the learned CIT appeals, and elaborate discussions and submissions were made on its behalf before the learned Commissioner appeals in support of its case that the amount paid to Yahoo Holdings Limited was not taxable in the hands of the said company in India, and no tax therefore was deductible at source from the payment of the said amount made to Yahoo Holdings Hong Kong Limited. It was submitted that there was no business connection between assessee company and Yahoo Holdings Hong Kong Limited, and therefore no income from the impugned transaction was deemed to have accrued or arisen to the said company in India under the provisions of Section 9, subsection 1, clause 1. It was also submitted that Yahoo Holdings Hong Kong Limited is engaged in the business of providing banner advertisement and microsite hosting services on its portal, and the receipts from the impugned transaction of hosting banner advertisement of Department of Tourism of India on the said portal was in the nature of business income. It was submitted that since Yahoo Holdings Hong Kong Limited had no PE in India, the said amount constituting its business income was not chargeable to tax in India. It was further submitted that the banner ad hosting services do not involve use or right to use any industrial, commercial or scientific equipment granted by Yahoo Holdings Hong Kong Limited to the assessee company, since the uploading and display of banner advertisement on the Yahoo Holdings Hong Kong Limited were entirely the responsibility of Yahoo Holdings Hong Kong. It was submitted that assessee company was only required to provide banner ad to Yahoo Holdings Hong Kong for uploading the same on the portal. It was contended that in order to treat any payment as in the nature of equipment royalty, the same must be made for the use of or right to use industrial, commercial or scientific equipments. It was contended that the customer or subscriber must have physical possession and control over the equipment, along with significant economical or possessory interest in the equipment. It was contended that since the assessee company did not possess any degree of domain or control over the portal, the payment made to Yahoo Holdings Hong Kong cannot be classified as equipment royalty under the provisions of Section 9, subsection 1, clause 4A. It was reiterated that the said payment constituted business income stroke profits in hands of a Yahoo Holdings Hong Kong, and since the same was not chargeable to tax in India, assessee company was not required to deduct tax at source from the payment thereof. The learned CIT appeals did not find merit in the submissions made on behalf of the assessee. He held that irrespective of the definition of business connection, once the source of income was established to be in India, the income was deemed to accrue or arise in India for the purpose of Section 9 of the IT Act 1961. As regards the nature of the said income, the learned CIT appeals held that assessee company had booked the portal of Yahoo Holdings Hong Kong for a specific period, and therefore the payment as agreed to was made by the assessee company to Yahoo Holdings Hong Kong, obviously for use of commercial or scientific equipments. Relying on clause 4A of explanation 2 to section 916, he held that the payment made for the use or right to use any industrial, commercial or scientific equipment was in the nature of royalty, and the same being taxable in India in the hands of Yahoo Holdings Hong Kong Limited. Assessee was under obligation to deduct tax at source from the said payment. Relying on the decision of Authority for Advanced Rulings in the case of Cargo Community Network Pte Limited in 2007, he held that assessee was liable to deduct tax at source from the payment made to Yahoo Holdings Hong Kong, and since no such tax was deducted by the assessee, the disallowance made by the AO under Section 40 Clause A was confirmed by the learned Commissioner Appeals. Aggrieved by the order of the learned Commissioner Appeals, assessee has preferred this appeal before the tribunal. The tribunal heard the arguments of both the sides and also perused the relevant material on record. It is observed that the disallowance made by the AO on account of payment made by the assessee to Yahoo Hong Kong for upholding the display of banner advertisement of the Department of Tourism of India on its portal without deduction of tax at source by invoking the provisions of Section 40 Clause A has been confirmed by the Learned Commissioner Appeals, treating the said payment as in the nature of royalty, relying on Clause 4A of Explanation 2 to Section 916. The said clause inserted by the Finance Act 2001 with effect from 1st April 2002 provides that royalty includes consideration paid for the use or right to use any industrial, commercial or scientific equipment. At the time of hearing before the tribunal, the learned departmental representative has also mainly relied on the said clause in support of revenue case on this issue. He has contended that legislative intention behind insertion of the said clause in the statute is to widen the definition of royalty. A perusal of the relevant portion of the board circular shows that the legislative intention behind the insertion of the said clause is to overcome the situation where no tax at source was being deducted from the payment of lease rent of industrial, commercial and scientific equipment by taking shelter under the erstwhile definition of the term royalty as given in the IT Act 1961. The legislative intent to insert Clause 4A of Explanation 2 to Section 916 in the statute thus is to cover the lease rent of industrial, commercial and scientific equipments in the definition of royalty, and the said definition has been widened to that extent only. In support of revenue case on this issue, the learned departmental representative has also relied on the decision of Hyderabad bench of the tribunal in the case of Frontline Soft Limited versus Deputy CIT 2008, as well as the decision of the Authority for Advanced Ruling in the case of Cargo Community Network Pte Limited mentioned earlier. Tribunal has carefully gone through these decisions cited by the learned departmental representative. It is observed that in the case of Frontline Soft, a mere right to use an equipment was held by the tribunal to fall within the ambit of Clause 4A of Explanation 2 to Section 916 of the Act. The tribunal, in coming to the said conclusion, followed the ruling of the tribunal Delhi Special Bench in the case of Asia Satellite Telecommunications Company Limited, which has been subsequently overruled by the Honorable Delhi High Court vide its judgment reported in Asia Satellite Telecommunications Company Limited versus Assistant Director of International Taxation, Income Tax. This was in 2010. The proposition laid down by the tribunal in the case of Frontline Soft thus is contrary to the decision of the Honorable Delhi High Court in the case of Asia Satellite Communications Company Limited. In the case of Cargo Community Network Pte Limited, cited by the department representative, the facts involved were different, inasmuch as the System Connect fees paid for providing access and use of portal hosted from Singapore was inclusive of training charges, monthly subscription fee for additional access and help desk charges. Having regard to the nature of this composite fees, the contention of the assessee that the cargo booking agency never uses the server of the assessee for processing or obtaining any data was found to be untenable by the Authority for Advanced Rulings. It was held that use of portal was not possible without use of server, and the server platform being a scientific equipment, the payment made for concurrent access to utilize the sophisticated services offered by the portal would be covered by the expression royalty as used in Article 12 of the Tax Treaty as well as Section 9 subsection 1 Clause 6 of the IT Act 1961. In the present case, the amount was paid by assessee to Yahoo Holdings Hong Kong Limited for the services rendered for uploading and display of the banner advertisement of the Department of Tourism of India on its portal, and there was no direct use by the assessee either of the portal or of the server, as was there in the case of Cargo Community Network Pte Limited. The decision of the Authority for Advanced Rulings in the said case thus is not applicable to the facts of the case of the assessee. The decision of the Authority for Advanced Rulings in the case of ISRO Satellite Center in 2008 and in the case of Dell International Services in 2008, cited by the learned counsel of the assessee, are found to be directly applicable to the issue involved in the present case. In the case of ISRO Satellite Center, the question involved was whether the consideration paid by ISRO to Imarasat Global of UK for using the Inmarsat navigation transponder capacity would be royalty under the DTEA between India and UK. The AAR, after looking into the nature of the agreement, ruled that by earmarking a space segment capacity of the transponder for use by the applicant did not get possession, actual or constructive of the equipment of Inmarsat Global of UK, nor did the applicant use any equipment of Inmarsat Global of UK. It was held that the payment made by the applicant could not therefore be regarded as payment made for the use of the equipment of Inmarsat Global of the UK. This decision has been followed by the Honorable Delhi High Court in the case of Asia Satellite Communications Company in the case of Dell International Services India. It was held by the AAR in the similar context that the word use in relation to equipment occurring in clause 4A of explanation to section 916 is not to be understood in the broad sense of availing of the benefit of an equipment. The context and collocation of the two expressions use and right to use followed by the word equipment indicated that there must be some positive act of utilization, application, or employment of equipment for the desired purpose. If an advantage was taken from sophisticated equipment installed and provided by another, it could not be said that the recipient or customer used the equipment as such. The customer merely made use of the facility, though he did not himself use the equipment. What was contemplated by the word use in clause 4 of explanation 2 to section 916 was that the customer came face to face with the equipment, operated it, or controlled its functions in some manner. But if it did nothing to or with the equipment and did not exercise any possessory rights in relation thereto, it only made use of the facility created by the service provider, who was the owner of the entire network and related equipment. There was no scope to invoke clause 4A in such a case because the element of service predominated. The predominant features and underlying object of the agreement unerringly emphasize the concept of service, that even where an earmarked circuit was provided for offering the facility, unless there was material to establish that the circuit or equipment could be accessed and put to use by the customer by means of positive acts, it did not fall within the category of royalty in clause 4A of explanation 2 to section 9 subsection 1 clause 6 of the Act. Here is the analysis by the members of the Act. The payment made by the assessee in the present case to Yahoo Hong Kong was for services rendered for uploading and display of the banner advertisement of the Department of Tourism of India on its portal. The banner advertisement hosting services did not involve use or right to use by the assessee any industrial, commercial or scientific equipment, and no such use was actually granted by Yahoo Holdings Hong Kong Limited to assessee company. Uploading and display of banner advertisement on its portal was entirely the responsibility of Yahoo Holdings Hong Kong Limited, and assessee company was only required to provide the banner ad to Yahoo Holdings Hong Kong for uploading the same on its portal. Assessee thus had no right to access the portal of Yahoo Holdings Hong Kong, and there is nothing to show any positive act of utilization or employment of the portal of Yahoo Holdings Hong Kong by the assessee company. Here goes the verdict of the ITAT. Having regard to all these facts of the case and keeping in view the decision of the Authority of Advanced Rulings in the case of ISRO Satellite Center and Dell International Services India, Tribunal is of the view that the payment made by assessee to Yahoo Holdings Hong Kong Limited for the services rendered for uploading and display of the banner advertisement of the Department of Tourism of India on its portal was not in the nature of royalty, but the same was in the nature of business profit, and in the absence of any PE of Yahoo Holdings Hong Kong Limited in India, it was not chargeable to tax in India. Assessee thus was not liable to deduct tax at source from the payment made to Yahoo Holdings Hong Kong Limited for such services, and in the opinion of the tribunal, the payment so made cannot be disallowed by invoking the provisions of section 40 clause A for non-deduction of tax. In that view of the matter, tribunal deleted the disallowance made by the assessing officer and confirmed by the learned CIT appeals under section 40 clause A and allowed the appeal of the assessee. In the result, appeal of the assessee is allowed. Thank you for a patient hearing. In order to get more such videos, kindly subscribe this channel and click on bell button to receive new videos in real time. Please like the video in order to encourage to make more such videos.